most beautiful tomato he'd ever seen.
Oh, my, what a beautiful tomato. Oh, perfect in every way. So round, so juicy, so red. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, I must show it to all my friends. I wonder if there's some sort of contest I could enter it in. Oh, well, there'll be plenty of time to figure that out.
And so off went our friend Rabbit, tomato in tow, to show his prized vegetable to all of his friends.
5,030, 5,031, 5,032, 5,033, 5,034.
Meanwhile, Tigger was indulging in one of his very favorite things to do.
Bouncing! Except see, this time I'm only bouncing on my tail. I'm on the verge of setting the all-time record for tail bouncing. Exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yes, Tigger, indeed it is.
Yeah, okay. Approximately 5,050, 5,051, 5,050 the next one.
And off he continued toward the footbridge, which was where Rabbit was headed as well.
5,056.
Unfortunately, neither saw the other coming.
No!
My tomato!
My tail bouncing record.
Tigger, look what your silly bouncing has done to my perfect specimen.
Silly bouncing? I will have you know, I was about to break my personal all-time record for tail bouncing. Till you and your silly tomato turned my dream into a thing of the pasta marinara, that is.
Silly tomato! That's it. This time you've gone too far, Tigger. You just stay clear of me and my vegetables from now on.
Oh, really? Well, gladly. As long as you and your vegetables keep away from me and my bouncer.
Tigger and Rabbit were, I'm afraid, quite angry with one another. And the next day, Eeyore invited everyone over for a luncheon. Everything was going quite well.
Thistles, sugar cubes, enjoy.
Oh, no thank you, Eeyore.
Quite well, that is, until Tigger and Rabbit both showed up at the same time, a bit late.
Hey, everybody. Sorry
I'm late. Well, doesn't it just figure he'd be late? Tomato smasher.
Me? What about you, bounce ruiner? Aren't you late too?
I'm fashionably late. You, on the other hand, are just plain rude. I would never have attended this gathering if I'd known they were letting just anybody in.
Actually, it was more like everybody. Don't like leaving anybody out.
Thank you ever so for the party, Eeyore, but I must be going.
Me too.
Hey, Rabbit.
Oh, hello, Cassie.
Is everything okay? 'Cause at the party...
Oh, yes, most embarrassing running into him there. But I shouldn't be having that problem anymore. That striped menace won't be bothering me or my vegetables now.
Oh, Rabbit, are you sure about this?
I've had it with that Tigger.
Oh, boy.
No T-I-double-G-ers allowed. No Tiggers allowed? Why, that's... It's unconstitutional. Just call for some kind of a thing, or something's gotta be done about this.
Of course, Rabbit's sign made Tigger even more angry than he was before. And so when Rabbit came walking with Pooh along the path to Tigger's house...
What's all this?
Oh, this appears to be several signs with words on them, Rabbit.
Yeah, they're signs, Mr. Bounce Ruiner. Just like the ones you put up. They say, rabbits must go the long way around. No rabbit zone. And this one is just kind of a picture of a rabbit with a line.
But if I can't take this path, I have to go
all the way around.
All right, Tigger. I see how it's going to be. If that's the way you want to play, we'll just see.
Yeah, we will. What? Pooh? Oh, you can go through. Aw, Pooh boy.
With each new angry thing Tigger and Rabbit did, the anger only grew. Rabbit Rabbit went to his house and did the worst thing yet. He got out a can of yellow paint and painted a line right down the middle of the wood.
There. That should do it.
Why, what's this all about, Floppy Toes?
Allow me to explain, Tigger. I've painted a line exactly down the middle of the 100-acre wood. This side of the line is for those who appreciate the value of a prize tomato. And that side is for those of us who bounce around like some sort of crazy bouncy thing. That's your side, over there, in case you were wondering.
Oh, I get it. A wood divided. Is that it?
Exactly. You just stay on your side.
And I'll stay on mine. Wait a minute. I mean, you stay on yours, yeah.
Fine.
Finer.
And that is how things stayed for several days, I'm afraid. It made everyone in the wood quite sad. Because if they wanted to be with Tigger and Rabbit at the same time, it was, well, difficult.
More peanut butter and marshmallow sandwiches, my good friend Pigletto.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, how about some more carrots or sliced tomatoes? My good friend Piglet, they're very, very good.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm stuffed.
Fine.
I hope you don't mind having a picnic like this. It was the only way I could see you both at once.
Okay, by me, just as long as certain rabbits stay on their own side of the line. I wonder, would you tell a certain rabbit that for me?
Well...
You can tell a certain Tigger that I'm sure I don't know what rabbit he's referring to, but that this rabbit won't be going anywhere near that side of the line as long as a certain Tigger is over there.
Don't you think it would be a bit easier to tell each other those things yourselves?
We're
We're
not
talking.
Yes, but if I could be so bold, if you were talking, what would you say?
If we were talking, which we aren't, I'd have nothing to say to a guy who puts tomatoes in a bouncing Tigger's way. I guess he's never heard before, a bridge is not a grocery store.
If we were talking, which we aren't, since that nasty somersault, I'd say I'm sorry that our accident was totally his fault. And if he asks, here's what I mean, a bridge is not a trampoline.
If we were talking,
If we were talking,
you see how bad it would be.
we'd only disagree.
Right, if I were talking to him and he were talking to me.
You didn't mean for this to happen, did you?
Of course not. Haven't you been listening to what I haven't been saying? If we were talking, I'd say sorry his world record was a bust.
And I'd tell Rabbit it's a pity his tomato bit to dust. Yeah, it's a shame
But not a crime.
that neither of us could stop in time.
If we were talking,
If we were talking, if I were talking to him and he were talking to me.
But if you were talking, couldn't you work this out?
of course.
But we're not talking.
Exactly. I mean, if we were talking, I'd tell Tigger that I'm sorry for our strife.
And I tell Rara I kinda miss his persnickety outlook on life.
Oh, so many things you both could say.
We'll have to wait until the day we are talking. We wish you were talking.
If we were on speaking terms.
The way two friends should be.
If we were talking to him and him was talking to me. If I were talking to you and you were talking to me. If only they were talking.
Well, I guess I did get a bit overexcited.
Yeah, well, I got a little carried away myself.
Oh, a thought just struck me. I believe that getting angry is a lot like eating honey. Because once you start, it's awfully hard to stop.
You're absolutely right, Pooh Bear.
No, I'm sorry, Bunny Boy.
I'm sorry too, Tigger.
Come here. Boy, oh boy, it's been too long since I pounced you, Bunny Boy. Too long.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, Tigger, but I missed you too.
Hey, who wants to give me a hand in erasing this old line?
I'd be glad to.
And so ends the story of the time Tigger and Rabbit were angry with each other and divided the wood, and found that a whole wood where everyone is friends is much, much more than twice as good.